Hello everyone, welcome to another European Siege podcast. We'll start with introductions. Per usual, let's go top down, starting with Death Factory.
Mitsuki Death Factory.
Yo, what up? Beta X from Enemy here.
Cast from Enemy.
Solak from Enemy.
One Uproad from Harmon.
Fid, Chaos.
Jack in Chaos.
Sarah from Chaos.
City, Leviathan.
Jinx from Millennium.
Edom from Oldskool.
Ox, Oldskool.
Klaska Prismatic.
Sim Prismatic.
Luna.
Odds Malaka. Hello to everyone. Hello Jacqueline, Sarah, and Kyo Jinx.
Hey Odds. Xenocrat from Shadow.
Shadow Sneaky.
Kamui Sovereign.
Arti Venari.
Matis Venari.
Alright guys, so sieges were pretty quick today. I don't know, Soren, you guys want to tell us something about Valencia?
No snipe towers this time, no crate port towers this time. Yeah, we are happy. Nothing more to say.
Alright, let's move on then. Enemy, you, as far as I know, you guys pulled out something about like changing your castle for the second guild, is that right?
Yep. We did Node Wars this weekend, Sanguine, and we gave the castle to them.
Do we have a Sanguine representative around here, or?
No, but we can probably get one if you like.
It would be nice to hear their side of the story.
Yeah.
Well,
I can arrange that if you have a few minutes.
They had lots of fun beating on a tent. 2 people.
So are you guys like having some serious plans for the next week then?
Yours is a plan for the next week.
That's not what
Take
I asked.
Calpheon
Though.
Well, I mean, whatever plans we make are serious. But if you're asking if we're going to go somewhere, well, you'll have to wait and see.
What would happen if someone actually builds in on Calpheon though? Would you like help Sanguine to defend it, or will you just carry on with whatever you have planned?
Maybe that is our plan. Maybe it is our plan to defend Calpheon. Maybe it's not. I have to wait and see next week.
I don't think that was the question.
No, but like he's asking what we have planned, and I don't feel comfortable.
He asked if you would defend Sanguine this week, if someone showed up, accept them, or if you just like not give a fuck about Sanguine and just kill like Oldskool or whatever.
I mean, last week it was the question: who do we hate more, Oldskool or Calpheon? Next week is what do we love more, Oldskool or Payouts?
Oh my god! Say random guild and Hidden is instantly saying something.
What? Want to fight?
I just gave an example of a guild because Zorak doesn't understand the question, I think.
Can I ask a question to Enemy?
Yeah, of course.
Is Enemy planning to hit Sovereign? I think the best chance, it's a question and an answer at the same time. I think the best chance to hit Sovereign would be in the middle of the summer, like in August, because even them will at some point decide, oh, there is sun outside, we can go and put some sun lotion and get wet. Maybe. At least 5 people out of the 100 will say that. So I think, are you planning to hit Sovereign in the middle of August? Well, they will be a little bit more distracted by summer and maybe vaginas.
Yeah, give us a precise date, please.
Well, bottom.
I don't know, man. Anything can happen in a month. We're not even at August yet, and you're asking if we're going to hit them somewhere mid-August?
Next siege is 5th of August.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Still a long way to go.
All right, any questions left about Calpheon, guys?
I think someone from Sanguine was coming, if anyone had any questions for them.
Did you had your Wagon War against Soren today?
Nope.
Did Sovereign show up?
I don't know. I
No.
haven't seen anyone from
Nope,
your
we
guild.
weren't there.
Clearly dodged us.
Any reason why? Or to Sovereign question.
We just didn't went there today. There was no plans for today, so we just missed it more or less.
You missed the wagon.
Yeah.
I was in Valencia on Serendia 1 when the wagon left, and a group of people chased somebody's trade wagon out of Valencia. Was that you guys?
So does
we
anyone
weren't
want to
there.
know what happened on Sanguine side?
Yes, please.
Okay, so basically, we got a tier 2, and we just built there. And, you know, we finished like 2 hours before. And, like, the gates were open, no one was there, and I just fucking soloed that thing. And here we are.
Did you pay enemy or was it a coin flip?
I don't know. I think I can't say anything to that.
We didn't expect it.
I bet
Yeah,
they backstepped.
nobody had built there, and we had no idea it was getting intact until it was too late.
Anyway, are you planning to take revenge on Sanguine for this?
Damn right we are.
Unfinished business.
Is it going to be next week or the week after?
Somewhere halfway August, maybe.
Yeah.
I heard those Sanguine people are gonna go for some pussy.
I think so too.
Next.
Alright guys, so let's move on to the first siege that actually happened for a while. It was Mediah. It was 1v1 between Harmony and Oldskool. One approach, you wanna start this one?
Yes. Well, it was our first siege defense, right? It was like we planned, right? Like we planned beforehand, but of course, theory crafting is not the same as the real experience when people are actually in front of the gate. I can't say much. Like Oldskool was much better than us. They had higher pressure. They put higher pressure on our witches and wizards on the upstairs than they could on the Oldskool raid. So really it's just GG. I can't really say much. Like at some point when we realized that it's not going to work out, we tried to get to Oldskool base, but yeah, it didn't work out at the end, as you guys see. As just GG. Like I can't really add much. They were just better.
The base race at the end?
Well, yeah,
It
it wasn't really a basis. Like, as I said, we completely dropped the defending because it was obvious that we're gonna lose regardless and whatever time. So there was no way of liberation. So yeah, we just tried to go at the Oldskool base. Maybe they're gonna pull back and just have a better chance, but it didn't work out. They were just better, and that's it.
I think it mainly came down to your inexperience in defending Mediah. Because
yes, sorry.
Yeah, like just to give free tips in because you have Mediah, right? Like the tunnel is one of the strongest choke points, and pretty much after we got you never defended it because when we got the second
you
gate,
mean the second
we
gate?
straight up went to
or which one?
No, the tunnel. The tunnel, you actually played it building wise. You actually played it correctly. So you filled the tunnel with sorry, I got attacked
Cannon
by
observatories?
by one of your guild. Escape! Where's the late? Yeah, okay, so yeah, you fill the tunnel with cannon observatories, and that was pretty much what you need to do. But you need to also defend it, and you straight out went for the base race, but you didn't really add a hole on the base. So that was kind of, I don't know, a bit weird. I think you could have played better there, but yeah, I guess we would have won eventually. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this is what I meant, that we thought us that eventually it would have been over. I guess it's true. Like we also said that we could have at least tried to hold that tunnel that you're talking about. But yeah, we decided something else. And yeah, well, about that, there are no holes. Yeah, we didn't summon the horses. Like we didn't have our horses. We should have just taken them from Kusha. But yeah, that was, how do you say it in English? It's not on my tongue.
Yeah.
Hesitation. I'm not sure what's the word right now. But
Yeah, as I said, I
stress
think just mainly inexperience, because I have to say, like, yeah, of course, you guys definitely need more experience. Maybe I don't know how much time you put into preparation, but like team fight wise, you guys are really strong. Like probably the fourth strongest guild right now. So
yeah, I don't know.
No,
I don't know
I
how
would look
good.
into that.
What I would like to know, like, how is when I remember, when there were 4 guilds at Mediah, yeah, against you guys, and we couldn't out pressure the roofs or the upstairs, like, and you guys single-handedly out pressured our basically 20 wizard witches on the upstairs. Yeah, no idea. Like, I expected that you guys would drop eventually in front of the gate, but it happened the opposite way. So,
I think Mediah in general is the castle we are the most comfortable in, strategy-wise and everything. So we were very prepared, and yeah, it was a nice fight overall. Like you could have. I think if you defended the tunnel, you could have prolonged it for a solid half an hour or even a full hour, because the timers were getting pretty high. It was like 40 plus seconds already.
yeah. Like we weren't sure. Like this is what I said. Like we had theory crafting but no experience. Like we also didn't know how should we push out. Like the moment we raised the gate, you guys instantly pulled back. So it's like it was a hard experience rather than a good experience.
Well, you can only get experience if you have the castle, though. So in terms of that, it's great experience, right?
Yeah, well, it's great experience. But I'm not sure if it's good to go 1v1 next week against you guys, then. If you know what I mean.
Oh, don't worry, enemy's also coming next week.
How many people you had that one abroad? Like, it didn't feel like you have a lot today.
61. We were a lot. I don't know. It was just we were dropping. This is what I meant. Like I expected you guys to drop, but instead we were dropping. So yeah, I guess that's why you felt that we were less. But yeah.
How much Oldskool had?
70, they said.
Yeah, 70.
So about the base race ish. I guess it was a base. I don't know. It didn't feel like a base race, but I guess technically it was. And it's easy to say in hindsight, but it was I guess the most weird thing about it was the timing, because you pulled it after your second gate falls, and a castle is great to have for a base race, but not if you have no gates, because then you're actually weaker than the normal fort, because the normal fort at least has walls. So I guess if you would have done the base race when your second gate was still up, it could have been way more tricky on our side.
Yeah,
because then we actually have to make a move. Whereas now we could sort of just let the people who respawn defend our base, and we still have our walls, and it's kind of fine, right?
Yeah, right.
And on our end, we could simply just walk straight through the tunnel. So, yeah, I guess it's mostly the timing that was a bit off.
Well, I enjoyed the fight more before the siege. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, we had some. I guess some people having issues getting buffed up in time after that fight, but it was definitely a lot of fun.
Well, wait, really? I mean, we finished like 1.5 before the siege. So.
1.5, really?
Yeah.
Our people are slow.
Oh, I see.
They have a certain age. We're called Oldskool. What up?
I see.
But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like in that fight, it was pretty close. That was pretty close. I don't know the numbers. They felt equal enough at least.
Yeah, it was.
And then you could argue that it's not a siege, it's not a real fight, blah blah blah. But yeah, I guess it's strong.
I think we ended with a same kill death ratio before compared to after the fight, right? Or rather, after compared to before.
Oh, yeah, it was about the same. I don't know. I think and the score has been always like 1,500 difference. Is it still 4? No, it's 400 now. But regardless, it was nice. Thanks for the experience.
Likewise.
And see you next week. I'm gonna talk to Zola after podcast.
You mean you should be talking to us? We're gonna 2v1 enemy, right?
Oh yeah, well,
it's
I'm
okay.
not sure about the experience. Alright.
It's okay.
Maybe you should talk to Odds too. Get some
Odds?
lessons.
Well, how should I talk to him? He's stuck in Serendia now.
Yeah, I mean, get some lessons and then talk to both Ox and
I see.
enemy.
Oh yeah, I know what you did there. Alright, I see. Yeah, I will talk to him.
We actually did a pretty good job with one abroad taking Oldskool out 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago?
You mean enemy? Oh, you mean when we served Oldskool?
When we got Oldskool out and then enemy out.
Oh yeah.
One by one.
Yeah,
All right, anything left to mention about Mediah, guys?
Not really.
Okay, let's move to Serendia then. It was a free guild fight. By the way, like not a lot of guilds in general today, so I guess everyone is on vacation or something. Serendia was Resilience, Leviathan, and Millennium. Leviathan, you guys were focused from the start as far as I know. You want to start this one?
Schultz, do you want to take it or should I?
Just go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Today we started building our fort, and then Resilience already scouts us. We had some fun with them. They start practicing cannon shots at us at our base while we were building. It's pretty fun. And then we decided to group up at Heidel at the start of the siege to defend because we expected Resilience to spawn in our base, obviously. Then we see Millennium's boat over there as well. They both had their guild boats there. And then Lone Wolf messages us that, sorry, but we made an agreement with Odds. Obviously disappointed that we're getting 2v1 in Serendia. Went ahead, started defending. They came in one by one. Resilience ran up the hill. We wiped him. Millennium ran up the hill. We wiped him. This kept on going until they figured out they can attack at the same time. Then Resilience attacked from one side while Millennium attacked from the other side. They got the elephants in. They killed our gate. We tried to hold them off, but for some reason they thought it was a brilliant idea to get 160 people on 60 people and take us out in like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I don't remember. We thought it was pretty fun. We held pretty strong at the beginning, but there was no way to hold that many people off till the end. And then we just kept on wiping at our fort, respawning, and they just had too many people. It was kind of sad, but that was it.
Same stuff like always, dude. As soon as your respawn timers go up, it's GG.
I just have one question to Millennium and Odds. What guild could have possibly come to Serendia that was strong enough that you had to ally up against to beat them? What guild could have come there?
Oldskool.
Serendia?
Yeah.
Well, let's see it from another perspective. I will answer with a question. There are 3 guilds. I mean, someone has to fight someone. Someone has to be 2v1. We really expected Venari to be in Serendia. We were preparing for Venari all the time because we had the match last week. And we saw that they were pretty salty and that they would return because they lost 1v1. So
So you made.
You were preparing for us, for
You didn't
40
wanna-
people with Millennium and Resilience?
What?
What?
No.
No, just in general.
I didn't understand the question.
You said you were preparing for Venari and then you
Yeah,
made
we
a
were
deal with
preparing.
Millennium.
No,
Okay.
you don't understand. We were preparing for Venari from the start of the week. We were thinking that they would come, and it was a natural thing to do. So we were scouting. We didn't know that Millennium was there till the very last moment, like a few hours before the siege starts. We saw that it was Millennium. The only guild that we knew for sure was Leviathan. So at some point, I asked the dev. I believed that we were gonna get 2v1 by Leviathan and Venari, and I asked the dev, "Do you want to do a 1v1 at the end?" And he said no. And then I was certain that we would be 2v1 by Venari and Leviathan. So he said no, like in the morning. So we were like, GG, okay, guys, we're gonna get zerged. Because he said straightforward no. So I was pretty sure that it was Venari. After 2 hours before the siege, we see Millennium there. I talk with Lone Wolf. I asked him, "Do you want to do 1v1 in the end?" He said yes, and that's it.
And
I
you,
mean,
you think it's a good idea that you 2v1 us first? You can't do a 1v1 and then do another 1v1?
man, it's a siege. You understand how sieges work, right?
Obviously, yeah. But there's 4 hours and this took
I mean,
1
it's
hour.
not a castle to attack the castle first and then they fight each other. It's an open fight.
How does it feel that two big guilds bullied the
weakest
one? Yeah.
You think Leviathan is weak?
Yeah, Leviathan is not that weak.
Leviathan is not weak.
So Leviathan was the strongest guild.
We're obviously not weak. I mean, we wiped Resilience and Millennium back to back, being outnumbered against both of them.
Let me tell you something about Leviathan. Leviathan is not weak. Leviathan is a very strong guild right now because they got a few enemy members and they were strong to begin with. And they even got Jules and that Slacker activist or whatever. And they are strong. You shouldn't underestimate them. And we didn't underestimate you last week. That's why we came head on to Venari base last week.
So Leviathan was the strongest guild there is?
I didn't say it was the strongest. I said they were very strong and you shouldn't underestimate them.
Yeah, but like if I said that they are the weakest there and you are saying they weren't, then they were the strongest.
I think it's just a matter of situation.
Yeah.
I don't think Millennium, Resilience, us, or Leviathan. I don't think there's much difference between guilds.
Okay.
The interesting part about the Serendia siege today is what happened after Leviathan went down. Because you're absolutely right, Odds. If 3 guilds are involved in a territory fight or in a castle fight, whatever, naturally 1 guild gets teamed up on. There's no way around it unless 1 guild just sits out and watches the other guilds fighting one-on-one. But what happened afterwards? That was...
After, it's pretty simple. We said with Lone Wolf, 2 minutes ceasefire to report, restock, repair. And then we start. And that's what we did. We gathered forces. They were fully prepared with 2 elephants, everything, the salmon, everything. They were prepared at the bridge to attack us. We were prepared to attack them. We went for their base. They went for our base. We were a bit faster to take down 1 wall. The exact photo that describes that is this. 1 sec. We had like 40 people on horses to take down the wall. When I say 40, I mean 40. It's not an exaggeration. The wall went down instantly, like in.
Yeah, you can't stack 40 people on the fence.
You can. Look.
Even if they jump on each other, there's no way you can set up 40 people for 1 gate.
It was all the walls. If
Yeah,
you
all
can
the
see,
walls,
literally,
okay.
the mounts can almost jump above because they are mounts on top of mounts on top of mounts.
So you went for a base race?
We went to their base to fight them.
Yeah, but then they did a base race.
Wait, Millennium was defending at their base when you attacked them, and then you stacked up 40 horses on their fence to take
They
down
were going for our base, and we went through the river. We swam through the river, and we went all around. When they saw that, when they saw that they were in that we were in their base, they had our gate down, but they started running back to defend their base because they didn't.
Our plan was to force Resilience back to their base and put pressure onto them, but they were faster.
What do you, Malaka Jules? What do you have with the base races? We didn't want to do a base race.
Now I just want to see some reason behind why that siege ended so fast, because I thought both of you, we and Leviathan fought both of your raids earlier, and Millennium seemed to be a lot stronger than Resilience, and then seeing Resilience taking that territory like 20 minutes after is no, you just no.
So there's one thing I don't understand. Was Leviathan base like between Millennium and Resilience?
No, it was
No, we were east of Heidel.
Yeah.
I have a question actually about that. Why the fuck, Leviathan, do you keep placing your base there?
We like that spot. It's an awesome spot.
It has a weakness because you can spawn to Heidel and keep.
I mean, otherwise you can spawn in Glitch.
Yeah, but there's so many places you can jump in from, and there's so many trees and shit. Okay, they're annoying for us as well to fight there, but it's just as annoying for you to fight there.
No, it was very.
It's just really far away from the rest.
I guess, yeah. It's okay if you have a lot of guilds participating.
You tried to push into through the same choke point a couple of times and just got wiped over and over again. It's a good spot if you get teamed up on.
I guess.
There's no issue with that. The town respawn doesn't really matter. It saves you some time, but.
Oh fuck the town respawn. That's just annoying for us as well.
I'm asking about the base location because, like, you guys asking questions like there was some other reason for Millennium and Resilience to focus you down first. Am I missing something here?
No, there's no reason. Apparently, Lone Wolf didn't know it was us, even though Odds spotted us ages ago. Odds spotted us in the morning. So Odds obviously knew we were there. So there shouldn't be a reason that Millennium doesn't know that it's us.
All right.
Once again, it's a phone.
That's what a coincidence.
Who is it? Is it
The timing. The timing is impeccable.
Is it the preparation for the next siege? Is he already making deals or what?
Unless Old knew, but he never told Lone Wolf. Huh.
Jinx, you've been pretty silent.
Wow.
Can you add something?
I know of nothing.
Can we get the Twitch chat involved here? Because there's someone saying, ask Odds what he's saying. They spoke to Millennium 2 hours before siege, and Millennium told me, that's what the user says, that they spoke to them.
Did you just say someone is saying that?
Hey, I want to keep it neutral.
Picking a random user from the chat.
Random user. Just picking a random user for the chat. Question from the chat, boys. What do you think?
Yeah. He's on the phone, right?
Well, I'm back.
There's a question in chat.
We picked a random question from a Twitch chat member.
Yeah, apparently you already talked on to Millennium on Friday.
No, Lone Wolf was AFK all day. I asked him in Friday where he will build. He never answered.
So you messaged him, but Lone Wolf wasn't online.
We always talk, Malaka. We are buddies. Fuck another phone. Hamoto spiti. Guys, I'm sorry. Luna, take it over.
Right, so Jinx, you're here, right?
Wow, I mean, that's a next level dodge here.
Wait a second. So Jinx, was Lone Wolf at the siege today?
Yes, it was.
Who was leading the raid though?
Both of us.
Like, I don't know, guys. These base races that keep happening, what's up with that?
Well, it wasn't really base. We were just trying to force Resilience back to their base and keep pressuring on them. It wasn't really like rush the gate, rush the fort. Like, it was just.
I can give some more information here because we fought Millennium twice in a 1-on-1 in Serendia, and both times we kind of fucked up in the first push there. While at both of those times we thought we really were stronger than Millennium, but one of those times was the push at the bridge where we fucked up. I think that was the very first time. And I cannot exactly recall what the second time was, but I don't know, there was some other fuck up there as well, which ended up in a stupid base race.
The bridges are good.
Yeah, and I mean, we had good attendance today as well, so we knew we would stand, you know, no matter what would happen, we would do very good. Would have a very good chance.
I'm really new to these kind of politics stuff because never like I was
Yeah,
never
sure,
al-
Jules.
I was never allowed to do that kind of stuff, like talking to other guilds. For example, today I tried to get into politics. I tried to talk to other guilds before it started, like
I know it goes, man.
5 minutes before.
How does it feel?
So Millennium, okay?
Yeah.
So you lost that Serendia siege today. I mean, you know about Leviathan. Leviathan is a guild around for a very long time, and we have like 60 people today or something, and you clearly outnumbered us, and it would be easier for you to 1v1 us than 1v1 Resilience. Didn't you like consider telling odds like go fuck off, whatever deal we made, we just play it one-on-one against Leviathan because that has the better odds for us, better odds.
Like we knew Leviathan had some new players incoming because like you and some other players I do not know, but we didn't know what your strength really was, but we know you're not weak, like, and well, we just choose to focus you.
So Millennium and Resilience were actually scared to fight Leviathan 101. That's
not
what
really
you're-
scared.
That's what you're implying here.
Of course we are scared, Malaka. Who is not scared of fucking Jules? Fucking Jules. You shouldn't underestimate.
That's just what I wanted to hear. That's just what I wanted to hear. You
No,
were
that's the
scared-
truth.
That's
the truth.
you
The
were
biggest
scared-
mistake in the art of war is to underestimate your enemy.
So Millennium and Resilience were both scared of fighting Leviathan 101, and that's why you teamed up.
The Leviathan 2.0 that has Jules and enemy members inside.
Is it Leviathan 2.0? Okay. I didn't consider it Leviathan 2.0 because I don't see much impact from the lastest recruits in Leviathan.
All right, so since Twitch chat keeps bringing it up, Jinx, can you confirm or deny like when Millennium and Resilience actually contacted each other? Because someone is saying it was Friday and someone's saying it was 2 hours before the siege.
It was just before the siege.
Yeah, all right. Any questions left to each other, guys?
Can I ask for attendance numbers?
73 from Millennium.
75.
Okay, we had around 60, like 60, 61 in Leviathan. So you had like around 140. That seems good.
You
I
do
don't know,
realize
it
the
just
beginning
feels
of the
like-
siege doesn't mean anything, you know? The quick response you have there, it doesn't really mean anything.
It just feels like we're missing some secret salt here, and like 60 people got focused down by 270-man guilds.
Leviathan is the new enemy, confirmed.
Definitely.
Was that Venari?
Jules' enemy. Everyone
Keep up
follows
follows
Jules.
Like you have one enemy member in your guild, you are like instantly focused.
Actually, I've been.
I always thought that guilds are just teaming up on enemy because enemy was so strong, but apparently it's just random. They're just making deals behind, like around a couple days ago, and it doesn't matter who they team up on. They just make these deals and trade their territories.
At least these are good for Resilience. Like every time Resilience allies with someone, they win. And
Exactly.
the other guild gets fucked in the ass. They don't get anything, and they keep allying with them. And we are like every week, like,
Come
guys,
on, man.
don't
Fucking
ally
Millennium-
with them.
Millennium
Matt,
every week
times
someone allies
against
with
us,
them.
dude. Come
Let
on.
me answer to this salty mofo. Listen, Matt.
Yeah, go on.
Last time we were in Serendia with Millennium, and we allied to take down Shadow Elite. Millennium won Serendia. Just so you know.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
Twice.
Wow.
Twice.
So it was payback time.
And
No,
last
we-
week we
we
didn't
just
ally
won.
to anybody, and we fucking destroyed your ass, man.
What ass? My ass?
No, Matt is us.
What?
Your ass is grass.
My ass?
Your
Oh
ass
my
is
God.
grass and Resilient is the lawnmower.
Nice. Come to Balenos now. Next.
We're stuck.
Without alliance, please. Yeah. Just give it up. Come on.
Don't see any
Are you
reason for
scared?
us to go Balenos, man. No,
Yeah,
you were scared, man. You
without
fucking
any
dodged,
guild.
man. Yeah. Why did you fucking dodge Serendia, man?
Well, because you would get allied with Millennium.
No, why didn't you do the fucking same thing, man? We're 3 guilds. You could have allied with the other guild remaining
Maybe
there.
because you are not
Stop making fucking
allying with
excuses,
people like
dude.
idiots.
Just
Oh
let
my
you.
fucking god, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Matis.
Come to us.
No.
No, you hang
We'll
out
bring
first.
we'll bring Leviathan and 2v1 you. How does that sound?
This is like a smaller version of a sovereign
Yes.
versus enemy.
I expected Venari today in Serendia.
I don't know what happened. Like we built Serendia and like
Yeah, server lag.
I think your castle desynced to Balenos, yeah.
yeah, we got
Maybe.
teleported.
I know, man.
And I always wanted to like turn on Discord and whisper Tiki and say, "Hey Tiki, let's team up on that." I always wanted to do that, and I saw today is the day where I can do that.
Maybe next time.
You don't whisper Teki, he whispers you, Jules.
Well, okay.
He's new to
Tiki,
this.
if you're here, whisper me, please.
Alright, so let's move on to Balenos, guys.
Oh wait, I have a question for Leviathan, or rather,
Yeah, go
I have a
on.
question for Julie. What are you wearing today, baby?
That was part one of my. I lost my Kunoichi challenge, and I promised people to use the made custom. On my stream in 24 hours, I started doing a 24-hour stream in the made custom.
What are you, Lakari?
I want to do the 24-hour stream on when the Mystic gets released. That's kind of some time, and I lost the challenge weeks ago. So I told people as just compensation, I'm gonna use made custom today to shot call. Yeah, and then I do the 24-hour made custom stream when the Mystic gets released.
It was very nice.
really
You made a lot
enjoyed
of teenage boys very happy.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
We know.
Fuck you, whoever said that.
Who said that?
Alright,
said
so
it, Wayne.
let's move on to Balenos, guys. It was like 6 guilds, so like the most alive territory of today, and also the last siege of today. I'm kind of curious of hearing from Sneaky first.
From Sneaky, what?
Yeah,
First?
can you start this one?
Well, yeah, like we said last week, we were just gonna keep coming, keep competing, even though we don't really have the numbers to win it or really compete. We'll do whatever we can. So we turned up with 19 players, just south of Death Factory and Chaos. And because what happened last week, we thought, you know what, we're just gonna kind of follow the pack and not lose in half an hour and just try to have some fun with it. Everyone was grouping up on Shadow Elite, so we thought we'd tag along. We took a position just to the east of their base, and we just tried to hold it, poke them down, and we were just pissing them off, really, I guess. While Death Factory and Chaos just pounded on their base, and then
Follow the pack.
yeah,
What pack?
Just follow the pack, you know. Just stay relevant in the thing, because if we was to attack Death Factory or Chaos, they probably would have attacked us. So yeah.
And after that?
We just we fought Death Factory, didn't we? We wiped them a couple of times. In that time, Chaos lost to Venari, and then Venari just wiped us, and they just won, you know.
Alright, so I guess Xenocrat, you've been Zark today?
Zard? No, just normal Siege. Yeah, so we didn't go Serendia because we were pretty sure we'd be Zard if we went Serendia. Odds, is famous for his alliances. So we went Balenos, and we spoke to Prismatic. We thought, we'll try and be friendly. We'll, at least have a friend at the start. So we agreed to work together. We spawned in our base. We didn't take a teleport. Venari were there waiting for us before it started. So we had a fight on our base against Venari. I'm not sure if their whole force was there or not, but a lot of them started running sort of west, so we chased them and then their base was there. So we just, kept up that momentum, attacking Venari. I think after about maybe 10 minutes, Prismatic started attacking them too. Venari are, they're really strong. I'm not sure what the numbers were, but, they were winning quite a lot of engagements against us. We won some of the engagements against them when they were stacked. And so that sort of continued. We came under attack very, very quickly, again from Chaos, Death Factory, and Sneaky, who were sort of guarding this really nice fountain that somebody had built beside our base. So it was pretty annoying. At the start, when there was like the respawn timers were quick, it wasn't so bad. And, I think they were respawning at our base. But when the elephants came in, that's when it started to get a problem. We would try and attack Death Factory and Chaos, and it was like they would just sit in the safe zone, and literally, I don't know, they would have probably still been waiting there right now if we hadn't gone to attack Venari. And any time we went to attack Venari, they sort of like flowed out of the safe zone with their elephants and started attacking our base. So it was like every time we tried to help Prismatic against Venari, our base would take more damage. And then when they got their elephants, our fences went down. And by that time, we had to pretty much just focus on defending our base against them all. And that allowed Venari to push out of their base and attack Prismatic, who I think went down after like 40, 50 minutes. And then it was Venari, Death Factory, Chaos, and Sneaky against us. And by that time, respawn timers without recovery centers were like 90 seconds, so we had no chance. And that was that. It was good fun. We had 51 people, by the way.
All right, Prismatic, what happened with you guys?
Well, it was kind of upsetting for us because we made a contract with Chaos. Before the siege, the Chaos GM offered us a contract with Shadow Allied included as well. The contract included we, Shadow, Chaos, and Death Factory won't attack each other till the big girls are out, in this case Venari. And then while the siege was on, and while the Shadow Allied was a little bit damaged from Venari, the Chaos officer wrote me that will attack Shadow Allied from now on, even though it was against the contract. The reason for that was because Chaos stated that we didn't call out our alliance in the beginning. The guild leader from Chaos knew we had an alliance, but I didn't told him the name. It's not my fault to not call the name. He, even though, offered us the contract to not attack each other. And in the end, the officer told me that's the reason why they backstab us for this. Especially they backstab Shadow Allied, to be sure. That was pretty much it for us. And then we said, okay, if you will be attacking our ally, there won't be any deal with you anymore. And that was the beginning when Venari got really into our base. We went to that factory after that. And so Venari didn't have any pressure on it. So it was the chance to attack us. Yeah, then we went down. Pretty much it.
What is contract? Are you guys like singing up something and like what the fuck?
You had to send
I think she meant
non-aggression
going
pact.
blue.
Okay, that's all. Non-aggression pact means only that fight as long.
Yeah, we wanted to make an 1v1 against Shadow Allied in the end. So when Venari would be taken out in that case, it would be free for all. And then we would, in best case, fight Shadow Allied. But, after the backstep, you know how the salt in our guild was. I think you can think about this. And, I don't think we will make any contract with Chaos anymore. And I'm sure that Shadow Allied won't make any deals with you anymore, for sure. That's pretty much it.
Shadow Allied never make deals with us anyway, and we don't make deals with them.
No, I don't think we've ever had deals with them.
No, I'm gonna split.
You didn't know about the name. That's why you made a deal with them,
Yeah, Prismatic. It was I who broke the deal. The reason was this: Raz made a deal with you. You said you're gonna bring an ally. You didn't say who you're gonna bring. You bring on the top Siege guild to Balenos. What do you think you're gonna do? I'm gonna just let the deal go out? Of course not. I do the best for the guild, which means it was either against you and Shadow Elite, or one versus one with Venari. I mean, come on, what am I supposed to do in that deal? And I told you as well, Shadow Elite's gonna roll over you. I'd give you the facts here. Either you drop that thing.
Feed, just stop your little nerd rage for a second, please. You say we're one of the top Siege guilds. Have you seen our numbers? We've lost 25 people in like a couple of weeks due to various things, many people quitting the game. And have you actually seen, we had 50 people there. This whole top Siege guild crap. I mean, look at our numbers. Venari were way stronger than us on the field. Yeah, you chose the Zaragoza down first, not them. So, just look at the actual facts before you backstab one of your few friends.
The thing, exactly. Again, we've been back in the day, all the way back rows. I know your style. I know your deals. I know your strategy.
What do you mean? Okay, explain. Explain my style, my deals, my strategy. Because we actually rarely ever make deals. And anytime we have made deals, we've stuck to them by the letter and never backstabbed anybody. So explain my strategy, please, because I clearly don't know my own strategy.
You know this game very well, and you know that. You are making this to your own benefit.
Okay. No. Well, yes, no, I think you're mixing us up with other guilds. Who doesn't make a deal to their own benefit? Anybody who makes a deal that's not to their own benefit is pretty unusual for a human being.
No, please I made a release statement here, and they both know that. And why did they go to Balenos? There's no point for you going into this region.
So hang on a minute. You're saying that we only make deals for our benefit, yet you went back on your deal for your own benefit. That's correct. Yeah. So why did you go back in the deal then? Why did you go back in the deal then if it wasn't to your benefit?
Because they didn't say who their ally was.
No. That's not answering the question.
That is answering the question.
No, we made deals with them before. They accepted the contract. They even made the contract to you, even though they didn't know what alliance we would bring. I said, I won't tell you the name, but still he offered the contract to me. It's not my problem.
Yeah, I mean, with Shadow Elite, you can either hate us or maybe slightly less hate us.
In the contract, that's just weird.
Well, but,
to be honest,
we don't backstab ever, and we don't go back on deals, but you guys clearly do.
My GM will never ever have agreed to the deal if it was Shadow Elite.
Well, that's not my problem. You should make your deals then clearer.
I know, but that's just ridiculous. I couldn't believe, to be honest.
You bring a Siege guild to this region. I mean, come on.
You are a Siege guild too. We are doing sieges.
Have you even looked? What siege can we do with 50 people, bro?
It's pretty funny to see cows and the factory getting fucked and like not acting cocky after they have someone to help them.
Oh, Venar, if we didn't have comment, you would have been wiped. You can't say anything in this. You know that.
You literally own the territory thanks to us, so shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you.
Yeah, you should.
Hey, come again and help us again.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
But if you make a deal to take a guild and you know they're bringing like this mystery guild and you don't know who it is, like, don't you think it's worth saying like, okay, it's fine, but it can't be one of these or these guilds? Because
I whispered them in the middle of the fight. I was on to them. I told them exactly what it was, and again, this is all on me. You can't blame anyone. This is all on me who did this deal against them, and I broke it up. And I told them literally in the middle of the fight why we're doing this. And I
can I ask you a question, please? When you found out that we were there, could you describe in at least 10 words exactly how terrified of us you actually were? Did you wet yourself, or was it just like quiet terror?
What?
No, who was being assaulted?
Oh
no.
my god.
Again, who took you out in the conquest? Remember again, Xenocat?
Well, you're now changing my name. Well, that's pretty mature, bro.
What guild took you out in the middle of the conquest?
Are you actually asking me who got
what
the
guild
final
cheated you?
The final blow, because that really matters.
Out in the conquest. Can you remember that name?
I can't remember. Like literally, what does
was
it matter?
It Chaos?
There was
Chaos
4 guilds.
So good last hitting people.
So Chaos actually took out like a legit siege guild? For real?
Yes, we did.
Damn! You guys
did it to Serendia or did it to Balenos?
Did you get any title?
You took out the siege guild.
Chaos, if you're so strong, why are you still going Balenos?
It's not only Chaos that is strong. It's Shadow Elite has been taking a huge blows the past.
What is already talking
week.
to the Chaos guild leader right now? They're already on the phone. They're making deals for the next.
Yeah, we could hear the phone ring.
Listen, Malaka, listen. First of all, I want to say a shout out to Marquis de Sade because he did the right thing for leaving Shadow Elite. Shadow Elite right now is losing all their good players, and they tell me that their guild master is trash talking them. That their guild master is trash talking their members, and that's why they're leaving.
Hang on a minute. Whoever said that is just speaking out their fucking ass.
You came
Like,
with Marquis in the podcast last week.
Two people left us to join Sovereign. You know, nobody else has left to like join
Your
Sovereign.
presenter, one of the best ninjas, you came with him in the podcast, and now he's left.
Yeah, and he left to join Sovereign. You know, lots of people will do that from guilds. Fair enough. I mean, obviously it's not great.
We have done it in the past.
Yeah, exactly. It's two of my members left to join Sovereign. You know, out of like what 70. So I wouldn't say hundreds. Everybody's leaving Shadow Elite. Not at all. And quite a lot of people quit the game over the past couple of weeks. I don't know why you're spewing this, because it's not the truth.
Because you were 95 and you are 70 now. That's why.
Well, yeah, and I said, you know, like 30 people had left. And you know, you knew that Misanthropoulos people joined in us for the Calpheon siege. Our actual numbers at that time were 80.
It was temporary?
Yeah, 15 Misanthropoulos joined in because they wanted to try a siege. Their guild was taking a break over the summer, and I was like, sure, you know, why not? They're nice guys.
Yeah.
You know, obviously people are going to give you propaganda, and you're going to latch onto that because everybody loves a bit of, you know, gossip. But the truth is not always, you know, the truth's always somewhere in the middle, not the extremes that you hear.
Pete, who destroyed Shadow Elite?
We were talking about last week, I think.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. One thing, Odds. I'm not shit talking anybody in my guild. I never do. So whoever said that is just trying to really spread gossip.
Yeah, I have a member from your guild in my guild, and he says that all the time.
What's his name? Because I would love to know. Because I really don't. I mean, read Twitch chat. You know, and I don't trash talk anybody. Okay, in my guild, never. So. Yeah.
Okay. Your guild knows that better than me. I don't know. I wanted to say
yeah. I mean, don't spread crap then like that. Okay, unless you actually know what you're talking, shut the fuck up.
I don't wanna say specific name. Is one abroad here?
He's muted.
What? Well, a shout out to all the people that go to the gym. This is my birthday cake, and I wanted to say goodbye with this. This is the birthday cake, and they just gave it to me now. Anyway.
Is it your birthday today?
Last week?
No, it was last week, but they just gave it to me now. That's why the phone was ringing.
So slow.
All right, so slowly trying to move on with what actually happened during the siege. Like Prismatic fell down, then Shadow Elite went down, and so Death Factory and Chaos were pretty much left to deal with Fenari. And what happened there, guys?
And Sneaky. They were still alive.
Yeah, they said that they were going with the flow.
It's going with the flow, mate.
Yeah, it ended up us versus Venari in the first engagements, but times were high. They did the first engagement, and we tried to hold them off. But due to we were missing our GM, we couldn't do any guild teleports, so we missed a few key components this war. They were stronger completely. We have a few things we tried, but it didn't work. So I mean, next time we're gonna make it better. But yeah, they won this war fair and square.
The factory?
Still don't understand why up on Shadow Elite instead of Venari. They had apparently the same numbers.
No, we had 40 to 45 later.
And what Xenocrat said? 48?
No, he said
Over
50.
50.
Yeah, over 50. I don't know, he's muted right now.
Mizuki, you want to add something from the factory perspective about today?
Yeah, we didn't know about that contract thing someone did on our name. We just knew about Prismatic. But yeah, we just we teamed up with everyone else and attacked Shadow Elite, and then we backed up and attacked Prismatic since they were attacking us. Then Venari destroyed every single guild in the ground. Pretty much.
All right, Matthias, Arsi, you guys want to like make it clear what actually happened?
From our perspective, from the
Yep.
beginning.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so we were prepared to go for someone that's next to us because we know that someone is built next to us. We didn't know that it's Shadow Elite. We had some insight that they might be there, but we were never sure. So like we went there, we saw that it's Shadow Elite. We thought that we need to destroy them first because they are next to us. Then Prismatic attacked us with them. So like we never had opportunity to like fight long time versus them to see who was the like strongest one. Because we were like instantly attacked after like 2 fights by Prismatic. So for a while we were defending at our base from both Prismatic and Shadow Elite till the Factory and Chaos started finally grouping up after like 10 minutes or so, I don't know, on Shadow Elite. So we had a little bit spare time. Also, Sneaky was all the time on Shadow Elite base with 20 people interrupting them all the time. So when Shadow Elite had like needed to defend a little bit, we placed flag on next to Prismatic base and like kept going on them, destroyed every building, cleared everything inside. Then we saw the Factory coming to help. They like waited till we wiped. We got wiped at the Prismatic base. The Factory kept on pushing them with elephants and like kept them busy so they don't rebuild. We respawned in city, went for them again and like finished off the Prismatic. Then we instantly went for Shadow Elite. After like 10 minutes of attacking them, Shadow Elite went down also. And then after Shadow Elite went down, we had like a little break. Then we went for Chaos in like next 5 minutes. We are attacking Chaos like constantly with flag. Sneaky was fighting with the Factory. Like I don't know who was pushing who, but they were fighting between each other. We finished Chaos first. Then we went for the Factory with the same flag, and after the Factory went down, we went for Sneaky. So I'm not sure who was the strongest and if they should focus us or Shadow Elite, but they focus Shadow Elite because of some contracts and stuff like that. Don't do alliances and they won't backstab you.
I think everyone mentioned their numbers at this point, right?
We
had
were about
45.
58.
We were 70.
19.
20.
Chaos weighs 70.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We were 25 at the beginning and 35 in the end.
What did Venari want to get out of this evening? What were you
probably
hoping for?
territory.
Were you
Well, we were hoping for a good fight. We got a good fight. It was a pretty nice siege for me, at least.
Were you interested in trying to get a 1v1 against Shadow Elite at the end? Because I think
Well,
from
if
your
we could-
perspective, that would have been the most interesting challenge.
Yeah, if we could get that, why not? But like we were instantly attacked by a few guilds, so like there was no point. We needed to defend, and Chaos and the Factory gave us the opportunity.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
No problem. Come again.
But you also attacked Shadow Elite, right? Or not?
Who?
Venari?
Yeah, like we were.
We were next to each other.
Yeah, we are like on the south, like near the mountains on the south of Balenos. We are to the west, they were to the east, and like next to each other. So like we are constantly attacking them. Then we went for Prismatic when the Factory and Chaos started attacking Shadow Elite.
So then the best theory I got for today is that everyone went for Venari, just Shadow Elite body blocked everyone.
Yeah, like,
Sounds
if
like
they,
it.
pretty much, yeah. Like we came and like Shadow Elite made some bad deals, so they got backstabbed, and we didn't, so we didn't get backstabbed.
But you could have had your one-on-one against Shadow Elite.
Well, if
they didn't
yeah.
go for us with Prismatic, then we would
You
have.
guys started attacking us right at the start.
Yeah, because we
I
didn't
said-
know.
Pretty
we
much
didn't
took
know
the
that
option
you
out of
were.
our hands. You could see the Shadow Elite logos. You were there for 1 minute before it started. You know, you didn't need to attack us. You could have just spoken to us then or backed off. But like we were standing there, you know, before it started. You were standing there, and like you know, that's why it started. So don't say that, you know.
But
Easily
you are the
avoidable.
person that usually likes to ally, so why didn't you write to us
What?
then?
Ally. This is like the first time we've allied, apart from like the old school shit on the castle.
Yeah,
We
like,
normally
if,
just
if
go
you wanted
on our own and
alliance,
get
just
there.
you could write.
Wow. Okay. Whatever.
So you do alliances now, Venari? What's this? What's this thing?
Everything.
Oh god.
There was a decent question in chat to Chaos and the Factory. Like, you guys did pretty well in Serendia last time. Both of you built there. Why not go Serendia again? Why did you build on Balenos today?
Because we can. Pretty much.
Where's Ragnarok?
There is a lot bigger. I don't know. There is a lot bigger guilds in Serendia. Of course, we want to build there again.
Ragnarok said they didn't have the members this time, not on holiday.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question? Why wouldn't we went for Serendia again?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Low attendance. I heard that the people are going to go with Lies and Bless, so we were thinking, why not go back there?
Fucking difference between Balenos and Serendia. I don't
The guilds,
understand
of
that.
course.
It is a big
I
difference.
don't understand the difference. No, any guild could have made a difference today in Serendia.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't know there's going to be just like 3 guilds on Serendia, to be honest.
There was one thing after we dropped out of Serendia, I spectated Balenos, and there was one thing that I didn't really quite catch and why that happened. After Shadow Elite dropped out in Balenos, it looked like Venari was just going from one guild to the next one and taking them out kind of easy. Like Venari vs Chaos, for example, was just one-sided fight, and so there were still 4 guilds fighting in Balenos at that point. Chaos, Sneaky, and
Death Factory.
Death Factory, yeah. So after Shadow Elite dropped out, why would you not team up on Venari?
We were planning on doing that, but Sneaky was attacking Death Factory, and then Venari went straight for us. And we were about to go to them, but unfortunately we didn't have a teleport, so we could not actually do the normal thing that we would do.
So the question is, why did Sneaky go for Death Factory when still Venari was in the play? That is apparently the by far strongest guild out of these 4.
But didn't they say earlier they were following everyone?
That's a Sneaky guy answer.
We don't honestly care who wins. We came there to fight people. I mean, if we go to Venari and attack an empty base, they come back with 50 players, they wipe us, that's fine. I mean, it's not really fun for us. It's not a good experience, but we could go fight Death Factory with their 30 players and we could just, you know, have a good fight. And for us, that's better for our guild than just, you know, running out a wall and dying. We don't care who wins.
But you also teamed up on Shadow Elite.
Yeah, but if we turned on Death Factory at that point, there was still Chaos and Death Factory to attack us. They would have just zerged us like last week. That's what happened.
All right, any questions left on Balenos today, guys?
I think, I mean, it's common sense that the smaller guilds team up against the bigger boys, right? But I also think that
Is it?
it's in. I think it happens a lot, yeah. But I also think it's somewhat common sense, at least for the people that call themselves like a PvP guild, that they seek for interesting fights. And the fact that Vanari Shadowly didn't happen today just kind of blows my mind. Because I think you were in the opportunity to do so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we would get instantly attacked again if we went for something else.
Would you have attacked him, Xena?
If they'd spoke, like, I mean, at the start, as I said, you know, they attacked us first, so we obviously went and attacked them. If they'd spoken to me then and said, let's, you know, maybe do a 1v1 or something, I don't know. Like, we'd spoken to Prismatic first, so I mean, I would not have gone back on that no matter what happened. I would rather, like, you know, die or lose a fort than backstab somebody. But I don't know, like in advance, of course, yeah, we would have. But, you know, when it happened, no. I'm saying that, you know, Vanari had a lot of fighting going on tonight. I don't know if you've got a strange idea of what happened, but it wasn't like them just arguing everybody. You know, we put them under a lot of pressure at the start, you know, and so it's not like they just wrecked everybody. And it's all fine and well looking back in retrospect, but they did probably what we would have done in their situation and probably what you would have done as well. If that, I guess, answered your question.
Yeah, I mean, I barely saw anything of the fight, obviously, because I had my own. But just looking at I guess the cards on the table, I guess that would have been my intention before the fight, to see if we could get a 1v1 going, because I think that would have been a very interesting matchup, Vanari Shadowly.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
before that, you know, the two against the rest is also an interesting matchup, even though you probably would have taken it.
I mean, at the end of the day, we made a deal before we went with Prismatic.
Yeah.
You know, there was no room to talk to,
Yeah.
you know, anybody else, because that would have involved, like, if we wanted to do a 1v1 at the end against Vanari, you know, I would have had to said to Prismatic, okay, you know, deals off, whatever, and I wasn't prepared to do that.
Yeah.
You know, if I'd known all the guilds that were going to be there in advance, you know, maybe a 1v1 against Vanari would have been, you know, certainly the most fun thing for us and the most fun thing for Vanari, but that's, you know, not got a time machine, can't do that.
Yeah, I guess that answers the question then.
You just want us to ally on you, on Mediah, don't you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, enemy will come, so we don't need to. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, shout out time, guys.
Shout out to Leviathan 2.0. I hope Sovereign's ready next week, because we're definitely coming.
Shout out to all Prismatic members who keep cool during the fight.
Shout out to Seki. Get well soon, mate.
Shout out to Vanari, all people who mentioned me in guild chat.
Shout out to the Blennis Forest safe zone for so courageously protecting Death Factory and Chaos for most of the fight.
Shout out to Sanguine, we are recruiting. We have a castle, big money, big payout.
We are not. We are full.
Question, Jules.
Shout out to Turtle. Shout out to Turtle. My boy Turtle, always on my stream, always setting up my Discord and so on. You're doing so much work. You deserve that shout out, Turtle, my boy. Thank you so much. That shout out is for you.
Stop shouting your subscribers, mate.
Shout out to Pestle for helping us this week.
So was it a real Pestle?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was.
Uh-huh. Did he broke his gear or?
Fake Pestle wouldn't damage so much.
He was not fighting as much as he could. He was still doing location checks to find out where we were on the agent and Velia, and then moving out to kill us.
I believe he still got a lot of kills against you guys.
Death Factory got a really, really good cannon here today.
Did we?
Did you like sneak contract? Did you sneak his contract like when he was going to like get invited back to Sovereign, and he misclicked?
No, he asked me to join and to kill yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Will he stay for longer?
No, he already left. He joined for the siege.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Shout out to Gatekeeper Polo.
All right, then. Shout out to Jules, Justelina, Otherfield, and Thurman 1991 for hosts today. Thank you for making that awesome artwork. And shout out for Silent Gecko for subbing today, and to Caterpillicious and Kenneth Mage for subbing 3 months in a row. Thank you guys a lot. That's really cool. And I guess that's it for tonight. See you all next week, and don't forget to tune in. Bye, guys.
Captain Wiggles misses you.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
and since I almost forgot, the K is doing 1v1 for tournament, guys. You should totally check that out. I will spam some links in the Twitch chat. If you want to join, there are supposedly prizes for first couple places, and as far as I know, he's got like 80 people participating already, so it should be pretty hype. And yeah, see you all next week, guys.
Jules?